Hi guys, wanted to do a quick shopping list ideas video here for you. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 items that I want to share with you. Just some items I've been using recently. Some of them may be new, some of them may be something I've had for a long time and sort of rediscovered. So just want to share those with you today. The first one I'm going to talk about is my L'Oreal HIP Mascara. Now I've had this and I ran out, and it had been a while since I actually went back and repurchased, and I did, and I was like, you doofus, why didn't you go ahead and repurchase this sooner? Because this is such a great mascara. I love it. It gives you like as close to a false lash effect as I have achieved with mascara. It stays on fine for me. I think I may have heard some people say that it was hard to get off or messy to get off. I'm not sure which, but I mean, as far as I'm concerned, anytime I'm taking dark makeup off of my eyes, it may turn out to be a little bit messy, but you know, once you wash it off, it's off. So anyway, I just really like this mascara, and it's available again with the L'Oreal HIP makeup, and I just am nuts about it. So that's that one. Another thing is my Maybelline Mineral Power Concealer. I've mentioned this before, I know. My color is Sand Medium 0-1. And the reason why I wanted to mention this was because I have 3 breakouts on that cheek. And they're there, like I swear to you, but I feel like this did a fantastic job of concealing it for me this week when I've been on the news. I haven't been able to detect this. Like, I can see it a little bit in my mirror here. My camera's a little bit more forgiving, but I wasn't able to see it on the newscast either. And so I was like, woohoo, you know, this really did a good job. And it also, I think it's enriched with minerals, you know, and I think that it might make it a little more gentle. So even though you are concealing something that is a pimple, you know, you aren't really adding to the problem, you know what I mean? This is pretty gentle, I feel like. So this is what I use, you know, if I have redness or if I have any sort of blemishes, and I've just been thrilled with the fact that it has covered those up. And so I would recommend this if anybody's looking for an inexpensive concealer for redness and blemishes. And next, a product that's grown on me a little bit over time. It's from Be Luscious, and it's the Shadow Magnet in Light. And what this is, I think I've compared its texture to kind of feeling like butter, but stickier. The way I would put this on is I would just kind of pat my finger, get a little bit coated on my finger, and then pat it on my eye. And I tell you, this stuff sticks to your shadow. Worked great in a tutorial I did using my Coastal Scents palettes, and it's just really good. You just have to make sure you don't use too much, but it's obviously, if you can get away with not using a lot of a product and it's effective for you, that's a great thing because you're saving money there. So anyway, that is the Shadow Magnet from Be Luscious, and I've been using light, and at first I thought maybe that's too light, but then I was like, no, that's really actually pretty great for a primer. So would really encourage you guys, if you're looking for something good like that, that's kind of like a cream shadow yet a base at the same time, this is some pretty good stuff. Another thing that I wanted to show you guys is this little set. It's a 5-color palette from LA Colors. This set is called Tease, and if you look at these colors, they are super vivid, okay? I touch my finger to one, and you're going to see here as I show them to you. Like, look at the colors there on my fingers. It's really bright. These are like metallic. Oh yeah, it is a metallic eyeshadow palette, and you can get this on Cherry Culture, and you can also, some people find this at their local drugstore or beauty supply store sometimes, I believe. But they have a great sheen. They remind me, in terms of that nice pigmentation, of, like, honestly, like a color from the Coastal Scents palette, only little like this. So if you didn't want to get a whole palette, or you didn't feel like you could afford that whole palette at the moment, but you want some really pigmented and fun shadows, this is a really fun kit. So, I mean, can you imagine, like, I'm looking at this and I'm kind of thinking prom, you know, think of all the prom dresses that would kind of look good with some colors like that for a really colorful look. So, look for a look from me coming up on this in the near future, but I just think this is really fun. Like I said, I mean, very good quality, very great pigmentation, as you can see. So that's from LA Colors. Gonna wipe my fingers off here now. Well, that's good. It doesn't come off real quick. All right, next product is another kind of colorful eye product. It's the Soft Kohl Eye Pencil from Rimmel in Loveable Lilac. What a pretty shade. I'll do it, see if I can do a little swatch for you here of that. Maybe it'll show up. It's kind of a, it's like a pearly light purple with a little bit of a periwinkle. So it's like a cross between a nice light blue with a touch of lavender. And I really like this. I like it for a lower liner. I did a look not too long ago and I went actually kind of smoky up here and did a line of this on the bottom lash line and set it with a purpley, like a medium purple shadow, and really, really like that look. So this is, again, inexpensive drugstore product from Rimmel. So if you're in the drugstore looking for something to switch up your eye look, definitely check out the Soft Kohl Eye Pencil Loveable Lilac. Now I've got to tell you about a brush that has kind of turned my world around here. It's from Sonia Kashuk, and this is available at Target, and this is her medium eyeshadow brush. I think this ran, I think it was right at $5 or less. Right at $5 or less than $5. I'm not sure which, but as you can see, it's it's a flat brush. And if you've watched any of my recent tutorials, you've probably noticed I've been using it. And what I'll do with it is use it to kind of pack a particular shade directly right into my crease and kind of press it in there. And you can kind of form your outer V with this. And it's good if you're not really comfortable with, let me find an example. Like say a crease brush like this. You know, if you're not quite comfortable with that technique of using crease brushes or whatever, if you have trouble, this might give you a little more control even. If you want to, like, you can, like, basically pat the shape directly on and then go get, you know, a fluffy crease brush and use that to blend out the edges. So, I have enjoyed this so much. I'm kind of, like, kicking myself for not having already got a brush like this in my collection, but lots of people love this brand for inexpensive but high quality makeup brushes. So that's from Sonia Kashuk from Target. And the last thing I wanted to mention is an Everyday Minerals product. It is Everyday Minerals Blush in Game Show. I think this is, yeah, this is one of their matte blushes, and it's so pretty. It's kind of like, I don't know if you can see what the color is actually looking like, but it's kind of got some just like deep reddish pinky tones. It's unique, and I really like blushes that, you know, aren't the typical blush shade maybe you see every day. I'm going to put a little bit of this on so you can see what it looks like. Oh, so warm. So warm, and just such a pretty, pretty shade that wakes up your cheeks. I love the Everyday Minerals blushes, and I love their pigmentation. And this one, I like Sunday Brunch, and I like this one too. This one maybe doesn't have quite the peachy or maybe orangish sort of undertones that Sunday Brunch has. This is Game Show, and it's got, think of like deep pinky mauve with a just sort of a reddish feel to it that really gives you that natural flush to your cheeks. So anyway, guys, I hope you like this little compilation of shopping list ideas, sort of a current favorites, kind of like stuff I'm using a lot right now, or I really have kind of rediscovered in my makeup collection. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and have a great day.